To another episode of Collaborate and Pull Together, a podcast where we highlight all things positive on and off the table. And tonight we got a special guest joining me, Dayvon here. He is hailing out of New Jersey, trains out of Brooklyn and New Jersey. He trains with the Crucifix Gym. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Welcome, Dayvon.
Thank you, brother.
I'm happy to have you, man. I mean, not only for the first time on my show, but I'm happy to also announce that, you're one of my matches against one of the guys who I've been training and teaching regularly. So I'm fired up about your match because it is a stylistic one, but we'll get into that as well a little bit. I want to talk about you as a person, you as a puller, your history with arm wrestling, your history of fitness, and just a little bit about get to know you.
Yo, I look fucking huge though, huh? Wow.
You look jacked, bro. You look jacked.
Bit, right? I mean, I just came from the gym. I did, it was push day, so chest, tris, and shoulders, but
what the hell? The camera adds a few inches on your bicep.
I need, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere.
Jack, bro. So tell me a little bit about you. I know you're from Jersey, right? Where have you lived in Jersey your entire life?
Yeah, North Bergen, New Jersey, mostly. Now Hackensack, but yeah, Jersey forever.
Gotcha. Okay. And now, how'd you find and stumble upon the sport of arm wrestling?
So it was actually Arm Bet.
Okay.
And I was just like one of those COVID fans, you know when you're just on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it just popped up randomly, like just one of those like WAL matches. And then I remember I downloaded the app just to see like what the fuck it was about. And then I saw it was the High Five posted way back. The High Five posted Marcio Barboza was going to be there.
Oh,
and I was
shit.
like, what?
Okay.
Like in Jersey, you know what I mean? Like, when you don't have any arm wrestling knowledge, you just hear about it, and all of a sudden it's like Marcio Barboza is going to be a couple towns away. Like, what are you talking about? Because he's from Jersey, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I went down to the club. It's been 2.5 years ago. I haven't stopped training since.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who's your biggest inspiration in the sport at this point?
At this point? Oh, jeez. I don't want to say Devin, but I don't know, maybe like Alizon is pretty crazy right now. Muratov as well. Okay. I know you hate the hook, but
listen. Lately, I've been loving the hook. Lately, I've been working a lot of inside pressure and how to chop and cut right through the hook as you experienced the last time.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen again. Don't worry. I bet the last 2 or 3 times you see me, I swear to God, I would like pull up to practice hungover, and that destroys me so bad.
It's no good, man.
It's not good. No, I stopped now. It's events and stuff. It's not like I have a problem.
So that leads us to next. Your style of pulling is hook pulling.
Yeah.
Are you doing any other training? You just said you were just doing push day. Are you doing any other training associated with that?
With pulling?
Yeah, with like hook training. How are you training for your hook pulling and make it unstoppable? Or are you working, top roll as well? What are you doing?
So, Conrad, mostly it's with him, just Conrad, really just elbow training.
Okay.
Also like using a lot of like fat grips, or I do curls at an angle with the wrist wrench off of a loading pin.
Gotcha. Okay.
On the floor, so the weight's just like here. So my elbows, that's really what it is. It's my elbow.
Elbow integrity is crucial in our sport. For those who are just tuning in, we're all about arm wrestling on this channel, and we're just talking about how Dayvon works his hook by just focusing on his elbow integrity and hook pressure all about that inside, right, the inner elbow, attacking the hell out of that joint. And so anything to do that you can increase that. And I got to tell you, one of the best training partners, I think, in the Northeast to help you would be Conrad, because that boy's he's crazy. He's got a super heavyweight hook for a lightweight.
I told him to come on, but he's working right now. He said if he could try to make it, he would. But
gotcha.
Yeah, he's gonna fly through the ranks pretty soon.
I got to tell you, man, I got to get good and a little bit better sooner than later, because it's going to be a time where he's going to be well too beyond my reach, because I'm not getting any younger.
Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 38. You're going to be 39.
Okay.
So yeah. The kid, I could be the kid's dad.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so, right? I mean, arm wrestlers nowadays, I think we're just learning that the older you get, the better you are, apparently. So
we'll see if I'm at my peak yet.
Yeah, he's just a rare case of like freak strength, like especially with cupping,
Well, big shout out to, speaking of rare freaks of training, we got Crucifix Gym that this gentleman trains out of. They pump out some serious monsters like Shi Lin, Jason Ciardi trains out there, Conrad trains out there. A few of the guys that are actually on the card train out there. And I gotta say, they have the biggest down on Long Island. Brooklyn is still part of Long Island, for those who want to argue that it's not, but it is. Sorry, newsflash, they're part of the island. But it is the biggest practice in the New York area. They have up towards between 20 at minimum, upwards of 40, 50 pullers showing up. And it's freaking amazing. I love the energy that they have there. I love the amount of people that they have there. It's just a fun experience.
Yeah, that gym puts into perspective how good you are and are not. That's for sure.
The full spectrum. They have guys who are just starting out to guys who've been doing it forever. And I love the talent pool there, because that's one of the things that I learned in the sport, and I'm going to ask you in a moment, but for me, the best way to get better is to grip up with more hands. The more hands I grip up with, the better I get. For somebody who's new, just starting out, what piece of advice would you give them?
For someone that's new? Just always pull with someone stronger than you. I mean, that's always how it is in the beginning anyway, but I feel like, especially when you first start, you're going to do this, but then you might start to plateau a little bit. Like, for me, my main training partners are Conrad and Jason Ciardi. So, like, I can't really plateau.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the jumps are like every 6 months. That's when you start to see crazy progress. I think the biggest mistake people make is they like look for progress within like a month or something. I mean, you'll get a little bit, but it's not, patience is the biggest thing.
You know what? I can attest to that. My first tournament, I got demolished, man. I went 0-2. I got manhandled, and in the afterpool, I got manhandled by these little guys that I felt like they had no business. And at the time, I was a big boy. I was like about 250, 270, somewhere in that range. And I mean, I did not carry that weight well. So it was a humbling experience, to say the least.
Dude, I was so weak. When I first started, I was so weak. It was crazy. I don't want to, name names or anything, but I mean, I was absolutely the bottom of the totem pole. It everything was, my weak point is still like my wrists, but it was just, I had nothing. All the working out did not save me at all.
So we got Dan the Hat in the house.
Oh,
what's up, guys? The show. He's helping us out on the upcoming event, and he, one of my co-hosts that helps out run the show with me.
Yeah, what's going on? What's up, Dayvon? How you been, bro?
And getting bigger every time you say
Yeah.
it.
You got a long way to come to the super heavies, bro. I'm teetering right at the super heavies, bro.
No, stop. No. I'll stay at 176.
Good. You can fight Dan all you want.
So, real quick, I do want to shout out a couple people in the chat. We got the Drew24. What's up? How's it going, man? We got Robert Kelly in the chat.
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Kelly?
Mr. Robert Kelly doing big things all across the states with his red light streaming. Big shout out to him. Drew Rivers, he will be down for the event. He actually agrees being patient with learning is so hard to do, but it pays off. Yeah, what up, Robert? I'm looking forward to seeing you soon, man. Robert Kelly's handling our streaming here in for the event that we got going on, where Dayvon is going to be on the card for. But let's see, I'll bring up the event and I'll bring up live stream his live stream page. But what's your long-term goals, Dayvon? You got some long-term, short-term goals?
This is my first super match. Actually, no, I'm sorry. This would be my second super match. Technically, my first one was against Steve from High Five.
Okay.
I think I just prefer super matches. It just, I don't know. I don't really have any clear goals, but if I could do anything, maybe I might just continue down that road. It seems like fun enough. Gives me a purpose to train. I'm just so big on fitness, really specifically. So this is an experiment, really. I don't. It's not like I'm looking to be a world champion or anything like that. It's just I just want to be in better shape and just see. I have no idea how strong I'm going to be like a couple of years down the line.
Dude, you're young. How old are you?
I just turned 30.
Yeah, you're still a kid.
You got a whole life ahead of you.
You're in your physically prime state right now. So now's the time for you to be in the best of the best. From now until 35, you got 5 good years, in my eyes.
Yeah, no, this is.
So wait, there's no hope for me, Dan? Is there no hope for me? I'm at 38 now. Fuck, man, I missed the most.
Bro, like, no, dude, in 5 years, your tendons are going to be like steel wire.
Well, that's,
you know what I'm saying? It's really what
exactly.
it is.
And Dan, you got there. You had the frame and everything. You lost your weight. You set yourself up. So now you're only going up from here. But we're not getting any younger, bro.
Listen, I tried to tell my body to put a pause or hit the reverse button on that aging thing, but it ain't working too well in my favor. I didn't get the memo.
Oh yeah.
Drew Rivers bats his pride. Big shout out to Drew Rivers, a weak wrist arm wrestling. Again, he will be coming down. Drew, are you pulling amateur or pro? Because I do. Dayvon, are you going to pull in the tournament?
I think it depends how I feel after the match. If I still feel healthy enough, I'll do it.
All right. Because if you are, I believe in the same weight class is Drew Rivers, and he's going to be pulling pro. And I think you should do the same thing. Jump right into pro.
Well, I only pull pro anyway.
Okay, there you go.
You have a super match. Match. You ain't pulling amateurs anymore.
This is true.
Yeah,
this is true.
Yeah, exactly.
This is your admission.
But the thing
is, like, to pro.
I just started pulling pro, and it's so difficult. But I also feel like I keep getting the worst opponents.
I get that luck of the draw.
Dude, this is my previous lineup of the last few matches I had in pro. It was the first one was Ed Cruz, Conrad.
Oh my God.
So that was done. And then what was the last one? And then the last one, even though they pulled up, Garrett Tupper.
Garrett Tupper's a beast.
And and Derek, he was just too fast. I couldn't even engage. Like by the time I went, I was already here, and I think that's just my issue with like
Speed.
the even lighter guys.
Derek
Doble.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Derek Doble.
Derek Doble from Jersey.
Oh,
yes.
What class did you pull when you were in Texas? Yeah,
me?
you were in Texas with me.
I didn't
pull. Oh, you didn't pull in the tournament?
No.
Okay.
I got there the day after, or else I would have.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know, I don't want to say I'm ready for that yet. You know, give me like 6 months. I think it'll be different.
There you go. I'm looking forward to seeing the fireworks between you and Mike. So let's get to that. You got a matchup with Michael Service. That.
Do you want to wait for him?
Well, yeah, we can wait for him. I guess we'll wait till he shows up. Fine. It's only 8:15. We got 20 minutes. He'll show up. Hopefully.
I mean, listen.
Yeah. So let's talk about the other matches that are on the card. Who do you think you think's got the wins? I already know you're playing favorites for Conrad and Shiyu.
I don't think I have to play. Give me a break. And even if that was the case, I'm as real as it can be. I really don't give a fuck.
That's fair. So that we already know where your opinion lies there. But for giggles, what's your prediction on those?
So, can you remind me? Like, can we go
match by match? We can go by match by match. So we got, first up is going to be Conrad versus Danny Fusco.
Is that the first match?
The very first match. It's the opening match.
Yeah, well, so they actually pulled recently at a tournament.
Yep.
At
Vale, no?
Yeah. Yes, Jason Vale. He absolutely killed him, so, spoiler alert there. He actually didn't even realize that was his opponent. Can you
No, he didn't.
The little douchebag, yo. I was like, bro.
Are you serious? He had no idea?
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's your opponent. He was like, oh, really? He's like, he's got that 21-year-old brain.
Listen, shiny butterflies distract that boy.
Conrad? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I know how to beat him now. I know exactly how to beat Conrad. Just grab something shiny, get his attention, flashbang. Boom. All right, that's it, Conrad. I got your number.
He gets distracted. He does. He gets a little.
Woo!
I got your number, Conrad. That's exactly how to beat you. Okay. Well, I got news for you, though, about Danny. So Danny just got an injury on his left. He cut open a tip of his finger. I don't know if you saw that. Really bad, to the point where he's a top roller through and through. He's a really fast one, explosive. It's like all hell. So that being said, I don't think he was healed up for the Jason Vale. I'm not making excuses for him, but I personally don't think he was healed up. So he didn't get 100% version of what Danny could do. I think.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
We'll see.
It's just, the thing is, like, sometimes, like, you gotta understand, you're talking about a kid that, if he cups correctly, his cup is really fast too. I don't know how he achieves it every time. I have no idea. I don't know if it's just he just forces it or whatever. He has the power to do so with most people. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of just breaks the pronator of most people. His left is nowhere near his right, as you know. But I don't know. It's just, I don't think it mattered. And after seeing the match, it's hard for me to believe that a wounded finger is the reason. I mean, there's a lot of other parts. Well, nothing was only. I mean, it was kind of.
Yeah, but if it's your thumb or something, I can test for that, man. It fucks everything up.
So, I split my thumb right-handed, and people I normally beat were demolishing, running through me, because my thumb. I was conscientious of ripping my thumb open because I didn't want to put that same kind of pressure. And when I healed up, I was able to beat him. Not convincingly, but in a strong enough fashion that it was like, where was that the last time we pulled? And I was like, well, I was nursing an injury. So I do think that there's some merit to that. But Conrad is a beast. I'm not taking anything away from him.
This is what I'll say. If he was knocked down like 20%, which is being generous with that, then all that means is Conrad should have a fight because it wasn't even.
It was nothing. I understood.
So that's the best case scenario for him.
We'll see how it plays out because this is also two of their first times at a brand new table too. So that could change the complete playing field, right? You know, I gotta tell you, as somebody who just competed on the table, and Dan can attest to it, it takes some adjusting to get to. So that being the case, Danny's been doing this a lot longer, so I feel like he could be adaptable much quicker. Whereas Conrad has lack of experience, that can actually be the ace in the hole, X factor for this, right?
What would you say is the difference?
So
like, the way it feels.
The difference in the table?
Like what? Yeah, what is that feeling difference with the table?
There's a lot. There's a lot because So, okay, instead of it just being an arm wrestling table, a table with pads on it that you arm wrestle, this is a table that's built for ergonomic arm wrestling. So your body conforms to it a little bit more. You feel more natural on the table. You can access a lot more back pressure, like different lanes that you normally you can't or don't have the freedom to because the pads is bigger. You have more space available to you there. You can drive back. It's really hard to elbow foul. So, any little bit of hop you could do, you can actually get away with certain things that you normally wouldn't be able to get away with. So, like, if you got height, you got
Mr. Service.
It changes everything. Changes so much room to work.
Oh.
So, we got Michael Service here. Dayvon's opponent.
How's my connection?
It's garbage.
Dayvon says you scared him away.
You scared him away. He was fine. Yeah. Yo, you're good. Don't listen to him.
How's it now?
Oh, better. Much better.
All right. Nice.
So we got these two gents on here. Two gents, Dayvon and Mike Service. We are going to be talking a little bit about their matches. Mike, thank you for joining us. Mike has been a training partner of ours for a few years now, here local in Long Island. He makes his rounds, kind of like Dayvon. Dayvon goes not just in New Jersey, but he also goes Brooklyn. And he, give me 1 second. My dog's going crazy. Get outside. Come on, outside.
The 15-pound attack dog.
He's attacking us.
Wait, Dan, how do you say my name? Wait, you said you butchered it.
Dayvon.
Okay.
No, I got it right now. I got it right. Listen, now it's cemented in there, man.
I think it's that New York
accent. Dayvon, motherfucker.
Dayvon.
Yeah.
Like Debo.
Exactly.
Dayvon. Now that Service he's here, what do you got to say to him?
I'm right here.
I mean, I don't have anything to say. It's, listen, this is the first time someone's said, hey, I would want to pull Dayvon. I think that brought a new feeling of aggression within me. So I'm actually thankful for that. Okay. Because I don't think I've trained like this.
Good, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it.
Or something.
You're going to need it. I pulled with Service a week ago.
This is what we're going to do. We got the fucking 3 teammates. Give me a break. You guys are going to blow each other this whole video.
I'm just telling you. I've pulled you too, so I know you're strong. I'm just telling you. It's going to.
Have we?
Yeah, we pulled in one of the East First West, the Jersey.
Well, no, wasn't it at Texas?
We might have done after polls at Texas, or was it Jersey, or both?
I honestly don't remember pulling.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, sorry. I think it was more memorable for you than
me. Well, as somebody who has pulled you both, and you know that I pulled you both, I will say this: It's going to be a battle of styles. It's going to be who gets in their lane first. Ultimately, it's going to be explosive speed. Because you guys are very calm people. That's the thing. Both of you are fairly calm people. And if you guys don't turn it up, one person's going to fold the other person over the table. And I just got to say, if we both turn it up, then I'm not sure which way it goes, to be honest. It can go either way.
The thing is, okay, so here's the thing. Look, I mean, it's not really a secret. Like, Mike's weapon is his hand and his leverage, right? He was born with a fucking arm the size of my third leg. So, like, it's pretty impressive. But I've only really been training top roll, to be honest. So that's probably, I mean, he can't go inside. No
one's going to think I'm ever going to try and go inside. Nope.
Yeah. So it's like, you have to do that a couple times. I don't know.
You've been working on your top roll
I'm just trying to increase the strength gap enough where it's kind of silly.
You've been working on your top roll lately, you said?
Only.
Okay.
And I think I have much more back pressure than you.
Yeah, just hopefully your fingers can contain.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just, it's this. Yeah. That's the thing. That's your age. So
you still have a chance regardless. There's still.
I appreciate that. He's not even making it hard for me.
He knows what he's dealing with.
Mike.
I appreciate. No, I think it's a.
Have you been putting
real quick?
Or
what was that, Mike?
Have you been putting on weight at all, Dayvon?
Yeah,
You're looking bigger now.
I'm really watery.
Is that?
So it's not like usable weight. I'm probably like 185 right now.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Last time I saw you at the Vale, you was like 170. I think you told me.
At Vale? No, I was like 176.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. It's all here though.
Yeah.
So
maybe
yeah.
Tomorrow,
don't worry.
But
so, Mike, real quick, so our audience can get to know you a little bit. When you're not arm wrestling, you're not at work. What are some of the hobbies you like to participate in?
I break dance. I've been doing that for a while now. Well, it started off from a kid. I was doing gymnastics, and I did that for like 6 years. And after I stopped, I did like a whole bunch of other sports, and then eventually I landed breakdancing and stuff like that, which I happened to pick up pretty well just because of gymnastics. And from there, I guess like all the connections with like the hands and wrists and stuff like that kind of helped. And so,
oh hell yeah,
that helps tremendously.
I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe, I don't know, but
I will say, as somebody who's tried top rolling you regularly, it's a struggle. It's a serious struggle to try to top roll you. And that hand and wrist is strong. It's got some power to it. So, if it's a race to the top, Dayvon, God bless.
No, I'm not. I'm smarter than that. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that.
And what if he goads you? You throw all that out the window. You may not do it. What if he goads you and convinces you that's the way to go?
What if
he goads you into doing the race to the top?
He can have the top.
Okay. Just remember, Mac rules. You slip once, you're in the strap the rest of the match.
Beautiful.
So,
because that's what I want. I don't think he wants to strap, realistically.
What do you think? What do you say about that, Mike?
Oh. I'm gonna relocate because I think I'm like losing connection.
Hold up. See, I didn't even know that was a rule till you said it right now. So I only need to slip once?
That's it. Mac rules. You slip once, you're in the strap for the rest of the match.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And if you know, it's close your thumbs, close your hands, go is the cadence. You got to plant your elbows. We will go over all of this, but you got to keep your elbows. The only differences in the table is you got plenty of room to play, but there are fouls, so you got to be careful with that. So,
but isn't there like 3 fouls or something ridiculous?
Correct.
Three fouls is a loss, and also the same point system that we're running for the tournament. You will, if you're coming with a squad, you will be accruing points. In your matches as well. In your super matches, those points will matter to the end all team reward. So let's say you have your whole squad showing up with you and they do well in the tournament and you do well in your super match, you can go home, potentially home with the team award.
Oh, cool.
So it's definitely going to be.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm trying to create a fucking wall here where if he can just bash through it three times, right? Then hey, salute to him. I don't really need my hand either. If I lose, I've lost my hand in plenty of matches, and I can kind of just do this. So,
do we have any other predictions for the other matches? Mike, I know we talked.
Yeah. So the last one you said was Conrad
and Danny Fusco.
So what's the next one?
Well, I want to see if Mike, what do you think about the Conrad and Danny Fusco match?
Yeah, I believe Conrad is gonna take that one. I pulled them both. I pulled Dan like a long time ago, but when I pulled like Conrad, I mean nothing on that dude.
Yeah,
he's like an anti-top roll. Like Dan, I kind of have like a chance with pretty much.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next match that we got coming up is there's a last minute change up. We got Andrew A-Train Giacchio versus Zeph Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm. That's lefty, isn't it?
Yep, that's gonna be a lefty match.
I don't really know enough about Andrew to say anything. I know Zeph he was always just naturally really strong from the very beginning. I kind of remember that.
Extremely strong.
Yeah, like I remember I have a video of it still. The only way I was able to pin him was to get into like an ugly press, and I never press. So that was a shock for me. But that's all I got. So I have no idea.
That's fair. Okay. What do you say, Mike?
I don't know.
What was that?
Zeph normally top rolls?
He normally top rolls, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know Andrew has a strong cup. So, I mean, unless Zeph has like a good amount of speed, I think he wins over the speed aspect. Andrew's still like very strong. He could probably could possibly catch him if anything, and bring him back.
Is Zeph fast?
Yeah, no. Zeph is explosive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But he can eat the speed too. So
yeah.
Okay.
Andrew's got some top end strength, I think, over Zeph. I think Zeph's got the explosive speed over him.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What is that? Super?
Super. We're talking Zeph's close to 300 pounds, and Andrew's 270, 280.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
Yeah. Monsters.
Yeah.
They're the ones warming up the table for you guys.
Beautiful.
Oh, we're second?
You guys are going to be third.
No, we're
You'll be third round.
Yeah.
You'll be third match. What's your prediction on your matches? Let's hear it.
I think
me first.
I
Mike,
think
go
it's
first.
gonna be. It could be a grinder. I think I'll have best of the beginning of the rounds, if anything. But if he's able to like slow me down or catch me, it's gonna be a grinder from there. I'm gonna take it.
Huh?
I'd say like it's gonna be like 3-1 to me, of course.
You think I get one?
Yeah, like the Knicks and the Celtics are gonna be like 4-1, but they're gonna be 3-1.
Listen, no, I don't watch basketball, but that that can't be true. 3-1?
Yeah.
Ooh, shots fired.
Stop it.
Might be nice.
3-1 is crazy. I was gonna give him that, but you see, like my predictions make more sense.
Oh yeah, what's your prediction?
3-1.
No.
I say he could for sure. I wouldn't be shocked if in the first one, he could take my wrist and it's just a little too much to catch. But again, to like open my arm that many times, I mean, we've only pulled on the side table, right arm, and it's always been slow pulling. So I know there's a difference, but it's always been the same thing. It's wrist back, and then this happens.
We've competed, but
that
was only
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even then, I kind of want to run that back one day. My UCL's injured, but
we'll get that fixed up.
It's coming back.
We gotta get that fixed up real quick.
Long. Yeah, no, it's getting better. It's like 60% there. It's just my side pressure is like.
Gotcha. We'll bring it back soon.
Your training partners is Jason, no?
Yeah, of course.
Do you guys just normally hook, or do they top roll with you or against you?
No, Jason is a top roller, and Conrad's the hooker.
Yeah, I pulled Jason a couple times, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you pull Jason, it's more like he's pulling you usually.
Well,
yeah,
he's more like throwing you around like a rag doll, and you're just holding on for dear life.
Yeah,
he normally
it's something else.
He normally hooks me, if anything.
Hooks you?
Yeah.
Wow. I think sometimes he top rolls, but then sometimes he does like a high hook. Like it's not like full like shoulder commitment. It's more just like he cranks down this way. It's because he has enough hand to just do that to people. So
before we continue with the rest of the match, there's a couple more people in the chat that I want to shout out. We got Atlantis IRL. What's up, man? David Jensen. What's up? Joshua Harrington. I know we got Matt Bush watching us as well. And Victor Clearwater. What's up, man? What's up? Want to get Victor Clearwater from upstate a match with somebody. I think that he's a up and coming rising star. But he's dropping weight, so hopefully we can find him a match. Look out lighter weight guys, because he's coming to rip your arm off.
To what weight class?
I think he's coming down to like maybe 220. So I think we're safe. But like the guys who are super heavies, he was playing with them for a while, but now he's looking to cut weight and drop it down. He's chasing.
220 is not light.
Well, in comparison to what like being 245, 250, it's light. It's all relative, right?
Hell no, those are some big boys. We're light.
This is true. Robert Kelly is going to come for all of you to top roll all of you at 154. He's going to rip your arm off. Left-handed.
Well, I'm 76. I don't know who that
Robert Kelly? He's the guy who does all the live streaming for East First West, for King of the Table. He's actually going to be doing the live streaming for our event, so you better be nice to him. Get to know him.
Wait, you just said he's going to come after me? No. Impossible. Hey, sorry. Hey, listen, once I'm done with Mike, we can do that too.
Oh, he's 143.
Oh, stop. Don't do that.
Oh, shit. Victor Clearwater came down from 280. Congrats, man. It's been a journey, I bet. Nice. I know what my journey was. But you're taller than me, so you probably held that a lot, on the frame a lot better than I did. So, all right. So let's resume the matches. The next matchup was a double last-minute change-up because one of the guys got injured and the other guy couldn't make it from where he was coming from. So we have two completely different people. Caleb Johnson out of New Hampshire versus Ray Romanowski. So,
I mean, it's got to be Ray, right? I mean,
this is going to be left-handed.
Okay.
Left-hand. They're going to do both arms, but predominantly left-handed. I think right arm. Ray's got it, definitely. Left arm. I think it's a match. I think it's an absolute match.
But isn't Caleb like a child? If I'm
Caleb's
correct?
young. Yeah, he's a young gun. But he is. We lost Dan. But he's a young gun, but he's also a really dominant left-handed puller. Very dominant. Like he's collecting, names and numbers across the board.
I saw him compete once at one of these tournaments, at one of the New York ones for that Steve
versus Cam. Damn it, right?
I think so, yeah. That kid definitely moves. He's bigger than I thought he was going to be.
How big are you?
He's 198. Yeah. He's 198, but he's like you with a long ass forearm, explosive. Matt Bush says Caleb is a man child. That's not nice. Uh-oh.
He said, I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. You didn't even finish to go to the review. Do you know who these guys are, Mike? Ray and Caleb?
I know Ray. The other one I'm not too sure of. He has a taller frame. He's a taller dude?
Yeah, he's a taller dude.
Okay.
He's like a little shorter than you, I think. Or no, actually, I think there was this argument last week. It was, I think it's 5'11", between 5'10" and 5'11".
Mm-hmm.
And Ray, I got to say, Ray's dominant arm is his right, but his left, when it shows up very, very strong. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 3-2 match between, and I think it's going to be Caleb that takes the win. But Caleb's going to take the win, but not easily. Not with any form. It's going to be a grinder of a match, especially if Ray gets his stop in.
Does Caleb press? I feel like I've seen that.
Matt, tell me. Matt Bush is in the chat. Tell me, does Caleb press? I can't remember.
The first time, and maybe the only time I've seen him, that's what he did to someone.
Left-handed Caleb has a shot. Victor, does Caleb press? Do you guys know? I think he might have a press
because he had to. But if my memory is correct, again, I've never pulled these people. I don't know them, but I feel like I remember it being like a whole thing, and he kind of just dove in.
Gotcha. Wow. So Victor said Victor Clearwater is a big dude, a strong dude. He's a power lifter. He pulled him lefty and he got smashed by Caleb. He says he's a nobody, but I think he's strong as all hell. So he's got some power available to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't sell yourself short, crazy. Man. All right. Well, we'll get back to Caleb and find out if he can press. We'll see what the chat says. The next one is, and the last one of the night, this is going to be both arms. Oh, yeah, he can press. Most of the top rolls, but he can press.
Okay.
That's what Matt Bush says.
So you're doing both left and right?
Yeah, doing both left and right. Yep. I think it's going to go to Ray right-handed and Caleb left-handed.
Okay.
And the last matchup before the tournament starts is going to be Kevin Nelson of Game of Arms. I don't know if you guys ever saw that show, or if our viewers ever saw that show, because that was a hell of a show.
I do know what it is. I've never seen it.
Oh, you got to see it, man! It's a lot of fun. A lot of your favorite pullers and the big stars that we know are on it, and there's a cheesiness to it, but you know me, I like cheesy. The cheesier, the better. But definitely check it out, guys. Check out Game of Arms. I ain't gonna do any spoilers, but Kevin Nelson from there represents New York on that, and he's taking on from Crucifix the top dog at Crucifix Gym, Shi Yulin. Not only top dog there, but I would say he's one of the top dogs left-handed on Long Island, maybe even New York. He is a monster. This guy, so strong.
Yeah, so I think this is a right arm match, right?
So it's actually, they're also doing both arm.
They are, okay. If Shiyu can come in his prime, right, like the shape that I've seen him make, oh my God, what's that guy's name? Steve Walker have a bit of a fight, then I have to go with Shiyu. Because we know how Shiyu, when he's peaked, it's kind of like
he's a different animal.
Yeah. I just met Kevin, and I remember I saw him pull at the Veil as well. And he was looking good. But I mean, again, at that weight class, it's like, maybe I'm too small to talk,
I will say Kevin's got a lot of years experience under his belt, which is definitely to his favor. I mean, not for nothing though, Shiyu's no slouch, and he's not a greenhorn either. Because he's been around for a while. So I think that this is a great match. If you don't know who Shiyu Lin is, you're gonna find out this, at this event.
Yeah, I'd have to say Shiyu. Like, I'd have to say he's the favorite. I don't know what it would be, like the final score, but I'd have to say Shiyu.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Shiyu as well. I think he's just a lot. I think he's more technical also, as well as being, really strong.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how like often Nelson's been pulling lately or anything. I think Shiyu's been in it for more recent. So yeah. I don't know.
I mean, like, I know Shiyu kind of took a bit of a break from being in that competitive form and shape, but since the match, I know he's been going pretty hard. So he's definitely not going to come in as a slouch, like, at all.
I mean, I feel like he never comes in as a slouch, even when he was chasing the bench. Like, he beat Paul Cruz left-handed after, smashing out a near personal best.
Yeah. See, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you think, Dan?
He's built different. He is built different. I think it's Shiyu's going to take the win, but right-handed. Too. But I will say left-handed, I think Kevin might have the upper hand because he is a left-handed puller, and he's got a lot of like top-end strength. And I think, again, it's going to come down to experience of being able to adapt to the table. I think I've seen Kevin get a lot of elbow fouls because his elbow floats a little bit. He might be able to get away with a little bit more of that on the MAC table.
Yeah, I wish. God damn, I might have to pull up and pull on that table before I match, dude.
that table is a game changer.
Last Thursday.
Yeah, because that's what you got over me. You got the hand, the leverage, and the experience on that table. I don't know how much it really matters, to be honest. It's if I'm too strong, I'm too strong, but still.
It's not like I got it all figured out now. Like, oh yeah, after one day.
He made it. Dan made it seem like this is like a whole new game, damn near. I mean, maybe he was just fluffing it up. I don't know.
No, it really. That's one of the reasons why I'm really eager to have this event. It really does change the entire landscape of arm wrestling, and it has a lot of different potential. It makes it more fast paced, and allows for more pulling. Really hard to foul out, and it really caters to the more technical, stronger puller. It really does, and you'll be able to.
So it works more for the stronger person, and I only need to slip once, Mike. Oh no!
Oh, yeah. How does that work again? What was it? How's it go with the slip? The slips?
Only slip once, and the rest of the matches are in the strap.
Oh, stay in the strap.
Yep.
God.
What about the fouls? Like if your elbow touches I realize the red border or perimeter of the pad.
So you get a warning. So if your elbow goes up to it, like you have, it's almost like a lip type of deal. Like they try to have this like little leather lip. If your elbow goes up to it and pushes on it, you'll get a warning saying, "Hey, you're approaching." And if they have to tell you again, then that's a foul. If you cross over it, it's a foul. If your elbow comes off the table in the back, that's a foul. And you get 3 fouls, and then it's a loss.
How big are those pads?
I want to say it's 10 by 9.5 or 9.8, actually. Some like damn near close to that. That ratio is insanity. It's a big pad. It's much bigger than what you know the 7x7s that you train on at Crucifix.
Yeah, that's insane.
Right. You don't have to like flip the pad around or anything like that. Obviously,
that's the other thing. You don't have to flip the pad. They're completely center. You know, they're not offset. So like you have all this room to kind of set up, and you can use the entire pad, which is beautiful. Like it's like a freaking runway for people who like to apply a lot of side pressure, a lot of back pressure. If you know how to dance your elbow, this is a pad meant for you.
What
you heard that dance, yeah?
Dance your elbow, yep.
Now you're talking his language. Look at him; he's getting excited.
You know what we gotta call? You know what I'm gonna call you? Dancing elbows.
Oh Lord!
No, don't let him call. That's a terrible nickname.
I'm not allowed to give people nicknames, man. I think I was fired from that about 2 years ago.
yeah. Well, that's fine. At least you're doing well. If you weren't doing well, then Dan the Nightmare wouldn't have really worked out for you.
That was a nickname Chris Laco gave me. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
Out of Connecticut. Waco Laco. He trains that with Nick Stone up at Team Dungeon.
I see.
Up in Connecticut, and really nice guy. He talk about somebody who knows how to turn it up at the table. If you ever need help to see what your level should be at the table, look up Chris Laco.
Okay.
Because that's the man who knows how to turn it up. He goes full tilt. I love it because he's a very calm, quiet, very kind-mannered individual, and then all of a sudden at the table he just turns into something else.
Man. All right. Well, I'm getting excited now.
You should have been excited before now.
No, I know, but now that we're talking about it, seeing Mike in front of me, the excitement is getting to me. I'm so excited I can't stand up. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Gonna be good.
Don't knock over your phone with it, all right?
It's hard. That's how it's being held up right now.
Easy. Just watch the show. All right. So now, after you guys compete, I know I asked you this earlier. Are you planning on? Alexis, calm down.
Yeah, Alexis, he knows.
Are you guys planning on competing in the actual tournament? The other arm, possibly, if your arms are spent. Your right arms are spent.
I'm not sure yet. Lefty, if anything.
Okay.
See that? Yeah, that's my thing. Is like, if my left was not injured, it would be a definite yes. You know what I mean? At least for left. So the right, I'm just gonna have to see because I have no idea how this could be an annoying war. I probably won't join a tournament if every single fucking round my wrist is if it just turns into butter. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. That makes sense. I understand that. After this tournament, is there anything else scheduled for you guys?
You mean like pulling wise?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe I don't know if I do well enough. Maybe I can talk to Paul Cruz, see if he can set me something up at his barbecue.
There you go.
Maybe. And, depends how this goes, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm enjoying the SuperMatch thing, so.
I wanted to highlight a couple of upcoming events that are happening. The next few weeks, it's just kind of like go all arm wrestling. So these are some of the ones that are coming up that I know of. I mean, these are not the only events that are available, but up in New England Arm Wrestling League has their main Mayhem this upcoming weekend. My buddy Aiden LeMay, Yusuf Wilson, and oh my god, I'm blanking on the third guy's name. But there's a third partner that are up there. They're running the show. You can collect points there. They have a really cool system. Check them out. What is that?
Where is that?
Up in Maine.
Maine. Okay.
Yeah, up New England.
I'm so Jersey, dude. Like I only know Jersey.
Maine is like the furthest north you can get on the East Coast.
Copy.
That's hysterical.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, yeah. We'll see. Listen, if this is a world where I absolutely destroy Mike, I'll probably have maybe 1 or 2 more matches with people. Like I'll go like 3-4 months at a time or something. Keep the growth steady, and then I'll come to you, Dan.
All right, let's see. I'll be waiting for you. This arm is all ready for it. This arm's all ready. Look at that thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'll be chasing after Conrad. You'll be chasing after me.
Just saying. It's just, I know where you are. So, respect to all that, but I have to be getting closer.
Well, I don't lift like that. I just do mostly arm wrestling stuff. So
it works for you, right?
Yeah, it does.
That was my thing. Is I just recently, maybe about like 6 months ago, maybe 5 months ago, is when I like started doing more arm wrestling specific like training with like the handles and all that stuff, just to work on my wrist and just my hand as a whole. That's definitely been the biggest.
That kind of conditioning is the best way to do it, man. It's the absolute best way to do it. You gotta condition.
I know where my weaknesses are, so at least I can do it. But man,
versus me. Weaknesses versus me.
Right now, maybe. I'll listen. I'll give you the hands. I'll give you that. That's right. But I can't really give you any. You don't have as strong of back pressure than me, unless you disagree with that.
Huh.
I mean, we'll see. We'll do in a while.
Yeah.
I will say. I don't know. I actually wouldn't say it's stronger. I'd say it's a different style of back pressure that's available and a different angle of back pressure.
We're going backwards. I mean, like, really, he's your training partner. He doesn't want to.
I think you're gonna have to engage more.
Because your back pressure is like definitely like a dragging back. His is back and up pressure a little bit. So there's some differences. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have a dragging down pressure. He has a dragging up. So there are some differences that are unique there.
You're right, Mike, about the side pressure thing. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really been focusing on that for you. That's why I've only been doing top roll training, but mostly.
I find that weird.
Why?
Like that you would try to top roll someone that
top roller,
a pure top roller.
I mean, that's a smart thing to do, because if I already know that my hand, more than likely, if I didn't, this is going to happen, I got to make sure I'm good up top. And also, I want to be able to, pull you back. I'd rather try to meet you where you are, and then worst case, try to go inside. But I hate trying to shoot inside with top rollers. Like, that's always a pain in the ass for me.
That's fair.
See, come on, Mike. Come on.
I mean, whatever. We'll see.
He's breaking out the freaking abacus and the freaking charts, the pie charts with him. He's got it broken down to the science. I can call you the professor, man.
That's better. That's not bad. It's better than what you gave him. Shit. Dancing elbows.
I'm improving as we go along, right?
My worst fear is that Mike crushes me and then he just fucking break dances right after.
Go break dance around the table because the table can support it.
Just as celebration. Just hand spins on my head.
Mike, man, now you gotta have to. If you win, you gotta do a crazy ass move.
I think he wants to see it. He kind of was like, "Oh, what is he gonna do now?"
Absolutely.
So I do want to share a couple more events before we get a little too far away from it. Next Saturday, not the second one, but next one, the 31st, I will be at the one of our sponsors for the event. I will be at their anniversary event with a table, doing a couple of lessons, teaching people the basics of arm wrestling, but also issuing a challenge. If they can beat me, they can get a $100 gift certificate to the supplement store. It is if they can beat me, they can get a $100 either on.
I can do this?
You're competing. No, you're not allowed. What? You're competing the next weekend. No, fuck that. You're not allowed. This is for non-arm wrestlers. If they think they're big, they think they're feeling their oats and they want to come out and try to arm wrestle with me. I will teach them all the basics, and then if they want to challenge themselves, they're welcome to do so, right or left. And then it's, of course, the following weekend is going to be the Summer Kickoff Event, which I am so fired up to be hosting and running the show. It's a collaboration of some of the best entities in the sport. Major Arm Wrestling Championships will be there. Table Monkeys will be there. Red Lightning will be there.
Do you have our poster in that
Crucifix? No, I got this one. We got some Crucifix Gym guys will be there. Big shout out to them, absolutely. And then the following weekend, I don't think I have a poster for this one yet, but I will make that change next week. Will be Keystones, June 14th, which I'm looking forward to. Going because that's PA States. I will be there competing right-handed only. And then the following weekend after that is going to be the East vs. West in Chicago, which I'm hoping to go over there too. And compete as well.
I want to go
so bad. I want to be there.
That's good. That's a crazy.
That is a crazy ass card. And then to close out the hell month of June, we're going to be having the New York Smoke SuperMatch series and tournament by Steve Fernandez and New York Tri-State Arm Wrestling. I have a match left-handed. The left arm is coming out to play against Ed DeCruz.
Holy shit.
And I am looking to rip his fucking arm off and kick him off the table for good because he'll be kicked out at 176. He'll have to climb back up and get to 185, 198 and get stronger because he'll get to mass up again because I am going to be unforgiving to him. He's got the winning record left-handed. That's why I'm a little sour. And,
What's the record?
He's beaten me every single time left-handed. I don't have any wins on him. I'm 0 like 10, or, left-handed. Right-handed, I have the winning record. I think I'm the last 7 times we met, I've beaten him right-handed, but left-handed he's got the win. So I'm looking
10 times.
Yeah, something like that.
And you accepted a match? Oh my god.
Well, this last year. So here's the thing. You got to remember. This last year was my first year back to 176. But before that, I was 154, and then before that, I was 176. So I didn't pull with him really recently. I haven't. So I'm looking to see where I'm at.
Mike, what's your prediction on that one?
It's gonna be 3-2. It's gonna be 3-2. Me. I'm gonna take him out. I'm being generous. You know, more likely will be probably 3-1 because I might underestimate his strength, or I might foul out. To be honest with you, but I don't think he's pitted. You know what? I'm gonna do 3-2 because I'm fouling out. I'm not gonna get pinned by him. He's not pinning me.
Oh wow.
He's not pinning me.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good. Dan's back in town.
You ruined the whole stream.
Sorry,
Dan.
guys. I had to take care of my nice Columbus business.
It's all good. You're here now.
All right.
We were paused this whole time waiting for you. We didn't say anything.
We're just all staring at the screen and looking at Mike in the darkness. Mike is slipping into the darkness and becoming a sick lord.
Oh, yeah, but you can see his big-ass bicep right there.
Was that a flex?
Watch out.
Make me nervous. Come on.
Yeah.
I need to find.
That's funny.
You know, Mike, you're kind of big, a little bit.
It's
the
really
thing is your height is
it's just
your height. Like if you take your height into consideration,
that's the flex you got us.
Yeah, I don't know. If I don't have a pump, I feel like I'm never that big, because when I get a pump, this like turns, my arm gets pregnant right here.
It's too much of this.
Oh man, you have no idea.
You're too pretty. You're too pretty for that. Both of you are too pretty for that. These are like.
Wow, you hear that? He wants to
We're
smash.
both gonna be models after this.
Yeah.
Even though we're on a photo shoot.
Mr. Rivers, I'm always gone.
I'm glad we can.
So this is going to be one hell of an event. It's going to be one hell of a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Saturday for sure, but the after party, because it's going to be at 3 or 4 o'clock, and it's going to be on the water. You guys it's going to be one hell of a show. And Mr. Service, you better do a breakdance show for all of us. That's all I have to say.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing that we didn't talk about is the after party. The after party is going to be hosted by Linda Lynn. She's the host of Could Be You TV. She was one of the people on the microphone and doing interviews at the last World Series of Armwrestling in Jersey over at Bally's. And she's got a brand new house. It's right on the water. It's going to be a pool, jacuzzi, at least 4 tables to have to pull on. And there's going to be food, drinks, and everything there.
So this is a different location.
Correct. It's only 10 minutes away. Home for you.
I'm sorry, how far is
10
it?
15 minutes away, and it's going to be closer to home for you.
Okay. Oh, beautiful. Honestly, that's really, look, I accepted the match with Mike and all that, but I really just, the after party is really what I'm.
That's what he's coming down. He wants to party like it's a rock star.
Drinks, food, and after pull is the reason why I'm involved in this at all. I think.
Listen,
that's the other aspect.
This is going to be a whole day of arm wrestling. The whole day is going to be a party of pulling. Everybody's going to get their fill. Everyone's going to get their money's worth. That's the other side of it too. I'm very happy to be able to create a tournament where it's not going to break the bank to pull multiple classes if you want to get that experience, to get as much experience as you want. It's only $20 for the amateurs and $25 for the pros.
Yeah. And if you pull in both, you pull in 2 weight classes, you can pull friggin' maybe up to 20 times in two weight classes. You never, depending on how many people show up.
Exactly.
Because it's no elimination, man. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fast paced. We're going to have Jason Constantini there help. You know, I don't want to sound like a recording, but these are the guys that came up with this. They perfected it so far. You know, and then we're going to have other input, and then you know it's just going to be one hell of a show and one hell of an experience. And we're on the ground level of getting this out to the mainstream. You know. So everybody at this event should be happy and, you know, and part of history. At least I think.
No, for sure. I mean, look. Oh, man. After the match. And, Mike, how many shots are you taking after the match, huh?
Well,
I think I'm breaking up.
Just so you guys know, there is no bar at the venue, and it's not going to be until the after poll that there will be that. So you're going to have to be patient and wait till after 3.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Don't worry. I'm not an animal, Dan.
Oh,
Jeez.
I mean, you showing up to practice all hungover.
That's practice.
There's reasons for that, okay? I have
Shorty kicked him out the house, so yeah, you know.
No, I'm a single man, thank God. Thank God for that. No,
keep it that way. It's a lot better. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Dan can attest.
And Mike, I said. No, Mike, I asked how many shots are we going to take at the after party? That's what I said.
Man, I don't know. 5? That was
5? I said, you know, we could, you know, those are starting numbers.
That's not bad.
I'm thinking
our own bottle, right? We're both gonna have our own bottle. That's how we do it.
Yeah, true. That's what we did last time.
All right.
Yeah.
For now, not to interrupt, guys, but yes, the after party there will be alcohol, but if you want something special, I would suggest bring whatever you want. You know, it's all more the merrier. Because I'm not 100% sure what the setup is going to be just yet. Because Andrew Rivers said no BYOB. No, you can BYOB, but not at the gym. Only because there's going to be kids and everything involved, really there. So we don't want to, you know, unless just keep it on the DL. If you got a flask, I'm not going to say no, but just don't make it prevalent that you know that's going on. That's all.
What's the name of that
Called
gym?
Pro Game Fitness. It's like the Excel Center that Beast Mode trains at. Kind of like the same type of setup.
Okay, that's where they had that last event.
Their
right?
Jersey event. It's kind of not like it's like that, but it's got turf, a gym, a workout area. So, you know, it's.
But is that where they had the last event? For that dude.
That's not the same area, not the same location, but similar to the UFC gym and similar to the Excel gym that Beast Mode used for their tournament. You know, with the turf, it's like it's a turf indoor training facility.
Hang on, you went to nationals, not this year, but last year's nationals, right, Dayvon? It's going to be similar to that type of setup. It's a little smaller scale version of that, but it's the same setup as that.
All right, cool.
So it's like a big field house, like an indoor field house type of deal that has a gym, workout. So there's going to be places where you can warm up. There's going to be places where you can, however which way you prefer to warm up. A table, pulleys, resistance bands, you name it, we'll have it. Have it all available.
Cardio machines, the whole line.
Refuel. There's going to be free food as well. We're going to have.
Yeah, I want to warm up. I'm going to warm up by pulling Centrella across the table.
Okay, that's fair. I'll let you. So I'll let you so you feel special. Ask service. He pulls with me, man.
You heard him. He's pulled us both, bro.
Yeah.
Take it from Dan.
Hey, listen, this is. You guys don't have to admit it, but this is a 3 versus 1, so I got to come.
Oh, come on!
Oh, of course. Listen,
What's up, Aiden?
I'm trying to be ambivalent, and staying out of it. I'll let you guys play, play in the mud a little bit. If the kids start getting out of hand, I'll send you to separate rooms.
I'm getting bullied. Where are my boys?
Yeah, well, your boys will be there at the when you're there for your super match. You'll have Conrad and friggin' Shiyu in your corner, so don't worry.
Yeah, Jason. I think Jason's gonna compete in the tournament.
Oh, he's coming. Oh, Ciardi's coming down too. All right, good.
He's my
I didn't know. I didn't know he was coming. Good.
Yeah, we have a large crew. Large crew from
Jason and Conrad. We kind of have to.
Oh, I get it. One can't leave without the other. I get how it is.
They're lopsided tripod because of Dayvon's third leg.
He gets it now. I get it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a great turnout for everybody. It's just going to be one, and as long as I just hope the weather holds out for us, and that's all I have to say.
Oh, it's gonna hold out. Listen, I put that work in already. I put in that request. It's gonna be beautiful weather. It's not gonna be too hot. It's gonna be just the right amount of temperature.
Yeah. And Aiden, yes, we're gonna miss you too, buddy, because he's chiming in on the chat. We're gonna miss you, but don't worry. This is the first of many, we hope, and hopefully we all can collab even with you guys and with everything bigger in the works, especially on the East Coast of the United States. It's only gonna get better from here.
Yep. This is good. This is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning of what we're trying to do with this. I'm looking forward to opening up the can of worms, what Long Island has to offer. I anticipate this being probably one of the biggest events Long Island has seen.
Oh yeah, and the fact that we're doing the Team Arm Wrestling Federation qualifiers, and everybody who's part of this is going to be looked at for team rosters. So anybody who's coming, keep in mind that if you have a crew or a team, we're going to, the higher ups are going to be looking at it. And keep in mind that if you have a team and, you have other guys that want to pull, have them come down that might want to be a part of a team or your team or crew, whatever you want to do. Come on down, because we got the biggest eyes in the games coming down to help us and watch and move forward, because this is the next big thing.
Okay, so help me understand this. This thing. So me, Conrad, Shiyu, and Jason, we're all pulling.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say we all do well. That counts for our personal squad. You mean?
So okay, what this is?
Go ahead, Dan.
Points. Yeah, it's gonna be a cumulative point system. So let's say you knock it out of the park. Each one of you guys knock it out of the park. You're gonna have a point system. So it's gonna be 5 points for every match is won. If there's no fouls in either end, it's just a clean 5 points. If you have a foul, you lose a point. So it may, you could potentially, let's say if you have 2 fouls for every round, you still win, but then somebody has, no fouls and then they have less wins, they could potentially outmatch you and outrank you in the end of the day type of deal. So that it's going to be definitely a strategy based system where if you work really hard and you kick ass and you don't have any fouls, you're going to come home as a team with the award winning. Now, that's going to be as a team. That's going to be something a little separate from what we're talking about now, which is the Team Arm Wrestling Federation. What we're talking about with that is if you do well in the tournament, let's say you get first, second, or third, and it's a dominant positioning, then you are going to be you're going to be a draft pick essentially for the team, this region's Team Arm Wrestling Federation team, and you'll be representing this region. You'll be asked to represent this region, or asked to be put into a more of another matchup against people to prove that, hey, I deserve to represent this region. So for instance,
okay, so it not necessarily our group, but one of us could be.
Yes,
it could potentially be the whole group.
But what it's coming down to is what Dan explained is strictly for our tournament, and then the Team Arm Wrestling Federation is like New Jersey might have a team, like depending on how big and fast we and how many people there are, New Jersey might have a team and we pick a captain. And so if you do well in this tournament, you may become, a chance to become the captain to pick a team to compete in the Team Arm Wrestling Federation events that are going to be moving forward. So ideally, it would be.
I'm going to stop you right there, Dan.
Go ahead.
Real quick, because based off of what was shared with me from the creators of this, you will be representing, like, there's only, as of right now, we have, I think there's about 6 to 8 teams throughout Canada and the United States at this point. And what we're looking to do is fill up the team with people throughout the entire Northeast region, but they'll be representing this one specific team. And that will present this is going to be the first qualifying event, states-based, for this Team Arm Wrestling Federation. Think of it like this way: the NFL has a draft pick. They don't just pick up anybody who can take a football and run down the line. They have to do well at the college level, right? So we're going to be considered at the college level, and if you kick ass and do well, you're going to be looked at. And if you are available to commit to being a part of the team, guess what? You're on it. And then as time goes on, and this is something that they're looking to be picked up by national networks, and make this like a NFL of arm wrestling, if you may, where this is.
You are making this victory that much sweeter, my man. Now I now I got to tell the boys they got to fucking step up their game pretty soon. Hold on.
Everybody's watching. Everybody's competing. This is an opportunity to show where you're at, show a pathway of progression, to show that you can become something bigger, make this a bigger, more entertaining value.
And it's not just the one person, show. It's the whole team.
Yo, I'm like, see, Mike, now I have to do even better, like, because if everyone's, I'm insecure, so.
Yeah, man, good luck.
I want people to think I'm strong all the time,
Well,
I swear, I can't even say anything to Mike because he's very like, yeah, maybe. He's so chill about everything.
I hope I see an aggressive side of you both on June 7th, man, because I want to see you both turn it up. I want to see, anger. Like, I want to see fire and brimstone come out of your eyeballs.
If his calm energy can totally rub off on me, unfortunately. Maybe we'll, do some meditation after.
So just real quick, we got a couple newcomers to the chat. We got Aiden LeMay and Jesus Gonzalez. What's up, guys? I know the Beast Mode guys are going to be coming out to be, looking for that team, award. We got Jason. Andrew Rivers is coming down. He's hoping that he can pull up as many classes as he can to collect as many points as he can to represent his team. He wished his whole team came down with him. Unfortunate that they can't, not this round. But we're going to be making this as Dan said, the first of many. And hopefully others will look at this model and this platform and be like, oh, I want to be a part of this and help that grow in the future years to come. But for right now, this is where it's at. This is how we're gonna make this a very big way of progression. Because then, let's say you're an outstanding outlier for the Team Arm Wrestling Federation, you're gonna, let's say you do a kick-ass job during their outfit, you get considered for the next max numbered event, which will be a pay-per-view event as well. So like, this is going to be like, okay, I've grown to this point. Now this is where I need to be. And then this is the next level, and it's going to be continuously going up and up and up.
Yeah, I know. All jokes aside, I'm happy to be part of this. It's interesting.
We're happy to have you be part of it, man.
I hope I can do well enough to give some form of a show. So
I have no doubts between you two will put on a fucking banger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me.
Too bad service don't got no lights there.
I didn't even do biceps.
Too bad service ain't got no lights.
No. See, there we go with that.
This is where it's at right here, though. You gotta have this.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm lacking over here. Come on now.
Because biceps is cool.
I'm doing my best to make this a problem.
I'm sitting in here with a trio of 176 guys, so I need my heavy hitters to come and play. The light guys, the light fast guys. No, I like the slow strong guys.
Yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Jesus, just reminded me something big time. We do have an early weigh-ins, remote weigh-ins that are happening in 3 different locations. One of which is actually happening at Beast Mode Arm Wrestling from 7:30 to 10 o'clock out of their training center. They're going to actually open up a practice for those who are not competing. Maybe go over some tips.
What is that, the day before?
That's the night before. So if you're...
That's probably where I'm going.
Definitely, weigh in there. And then there's another weigh in over up at New York Smoke over at Steve Fernandez's shop. That's going to be from 4 to 8 on that Friday. And then as well here at the pit, we will have a weigh in from 6 to 10. And you'll get to see some of the guys that, some of the guys, you get to meet some of the people who are helping us run the show.
Right.
That's Friday night at the pit, right, Dad?
Yep. Friday night.
Yeah. Okay.
Friday night.
All right. I will be absolutely diced by then. Ready
to go.
I'm going to say shots fired, Mr. Service. Shots fired, Mr. Service.
He's gonna show up hungover probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Shots fired, Dayvon. Shots fired, Dayvon.
Real quick, there's different weigh-ins right there. So you scan the QR code for the address, or look up their address, or shoot me a message if you want to ask where the nearest address is to you. I'm gonna shut you guys down before somebody gets hurt.
He said I'll be hungover. You know that.
Sergio. See how Sergio says you're not weighing in over there. Sergio's busting your chops in the chat saying no, Dayvon can't weigh in over here. Why? You're afraid of him, Sergio? I think Sergio might be afraid of you, Dayvon.
Listen. Every time I see him, he's like, you don't even pull. So, I'm not enough of an arm wrestler.
I'm not in the mood for him.
Wow. Savagery. Knows no bounds, huh?
Listen, we all me and Dan seen Sergio flip out at Atlantic City, so we don't need him flipping out down by us.
No, because
no, Sergio.
Sergio, we'll just have Pedro sit on you.
Don't be a pussy, Sergio.
Pedro Jesus, I need you to sit on your boy.
I'm gonna be me and Sergio are gonna be sipping the whole night.
Listen, I gotta tell you though, because we're gonna be by the water, no throwing each other into the freaking canal. Nobody.
We're gonna hit the bar afterwards.
Now he's busting my chops. Now he's busting. Hey, Sergio, I'm gonna hang you by your ankles over the water.
We're gonna have an after party to the after party.
Oh my god!
There's a place called Gossip if we want to go there. I'm sure Mr. Service knows that place.
All right, listen. This was fun. I'm looking forward to the event. I see they're not gonna make it to the pizza store.
Oh, you didn't see that.
Well, until then,
3 weeks.
Like,
3
weeks.
little less than that. Less than that.
I'll be ready. I'm gonna go drop off a protein baby out of my asshole. So
that's too much information, but
way
make sure
too
you
much.
wipe.
Don't fall in.
That's
okay.
God, are you crazy? This is impossible.
This is embarrassing. He's sweating.
That was it.
I'll
See you later, big dog.
Peace. Thank you for joining us. That was awesome. You look skinny. Oh
so
man. So pretty much we've covered everything that's coming up. Next couple of weeks, got a lot coming up with NutriWolf. We got KEYSTONE's happening. We got our event happening. East versus West in Chicago. New York Smoke.
We got the Mac Challenger Series.
Yep. We got the Mac Challenger Series as well. So this next few weeks of arm wrestling is going to be a
the beginning of June is an arm wrestling extravaganza already.
The entire month of June. From May 31st all the way through to June 28th. Literally every weekend we have something going on.
Well, what's the 28th?
28th is New York Smoke.
Oh, that's right. I'm working a party, so I'm not even. Oh yeah, shit. I forgot. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, that's the 28th. Is the big New York Smoke with the nice venue.
Really nice venue, dramatic hall.
I'm sorry, I'm going to miss that, but I have prior commitments on that one.
I'm going to bring that up again real quick. New York Smoke.
I'm going to miss your match. Shit. Sorry, Dan, but I'll be there in spirit.
That's quite all right, man. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm going to rip Ed's arm off. That's all I know.
Listen, you got strong. I can attest to that. You've gotten stronger.
The left, I've been actually actively training it.
Yeah.
So that's when you know I'm taking it seriously. I never really trained the left. I never do any form of lifts. I don't do any form of things like that. But the last couple of weeks, I've been working it, and it's been responding very nicely to it. I mean, it's got size now that it never had. Like, I mean,
you're also you're doing everything right. You're eating right. You're training right. So now your body's clicking on all cylinders, bro.
Yep. Fired up. I'm all fired up.
Service, you planning on going to Chicago? Or no, not this one. Not for East versus West.
I thought about it, but I think I'm going to pass on this one. I've been going to like almost every event so far. I would love to, but it's all right. Next time.
Yeah.
Next time.
For that. But
August, I believe, is going to be the next one.
Okay. So Sergio goes, Mike, are you in trouble? Are you good, bro? Blink twice if you're in trouble.
I'm in the hood here now.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to tell you guys, this Thursday, speaking of Beast Mode's got their event. They had a big practice at Sidelines this upcoming Thursday. We're going to be out there. I'm going to be going out there. Dan's going to be out there. I don't know if Mike's joining us, but we got a couple of guys coming from the crew out there to play with you guys. And I need as much help with the left arm as possible. I'm coming in hot, man. So
you doing the Thursday?
I need that left. Yeah, we're going there on Thursday. We're going to Jersey on Thursday.
Yeah, they're doing it at a bar, like that big practice at a bar restaurant type of thing.
That's super fun there.
And I'm gonna, as long as my truck gets fixed tomorrow, we'll have 2 cars and the Mac table's going one way or another. But I'm hoping to get my truck fixed finally. So.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I hope it works out, man. Because we got possibly 5 guys showing up to it, so we definitely need it.
Yep. It's only an hour away. It's not too far.
It's like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Well, I did it for Mineola, so yeah.
From me.
There we go. So that's about right. Yeah.
I forgot the picture.
What I think it starts at, what do they say? At 7 it starts?
7:30.
Yeah, 7:30, Mike.
Yeah.
There we go. That's their normal location. Give me a second, actually. I gotta fix that.
I know Jesus was saying he's got a lot of heavy hitters coming from I know a lot of from around. There's a lot of guys from different areas coming on Thursday. So that's a short drive for me too. Robert Kelly. Bring that RV, baby. And yeah, I can't wait to see you, bro. Kind of miss you. Dan, the
Oh, you
hat
missed
doesn't really
him.
wear hats. He's such a dick. Sergio, Thursday. Let's go. Now you can drag me across the table if you want.
There we go. Put this one up real quick. Beast mode. There we go. 7:30 sidelines. It's over in Fairfield, New Jersey. The address you can't see here, but if you click on the QR code, it'll take you to their page, and they'll have that available. He doesn't wear hats. No, I know. He's got a hat. He was born with a hat on his head. It's like, he doesn't shave his head. He shaves his hat. And he grows a new one.
That's why I'm the hat, motherfuckers. Excuse my language. So, Jesus, one more. Jesus, how many tables you guys gonna have over there? I hope they have more than 3. Oh, Mikey left. All right.
He ran away. You scared him off with your hat. You took your hat off, man, and he ran off.
You saw the shininess in my head.
I mean, I almost ran away myself, man.
Yeah, buddy. You got a haircut. I just see that. I see that. You're all clean shaven, got all pretty. I
Oh,
have 2.
You have 2 tables. That's it. Oh, we need more than 2 tables, bro. You have
Well,
space
and
for
then
more than 2?
we're bringing the Mac table, maybe 3.
Do you have space for more than that? We'll have one for your hat.
I'll see you later.
Let me know.
Excuse me.
We'll have. All right, I'll see you later. I'm on my podcast. It's all right. Don't worry. Anybody has to make any bets, I'll send them your way. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you.
3, 4. Okay. As long as you have space for all that, man. Because I want to make sure we have the space. If you don't have the space, then we won't bring too many tables. But I want to make sure that we, because I think we're gonna have at least 4 guys on our side. And I know you guys have a pretty big crew out there already, and there's gonna be a bunch of people showing up. So I'm
Okay, they
thinking
can
this is
fit
gonna be a
4
pretty big
tables.
event. Okay. Yeah, huge, but definitely 4 tables. Okay.
4 tables
So
is nice.
4 tables is a good number because we've done that over at Crucifix where they had 4 tables and like 40 people.
We had 4 tables on Sunday, and we had 16 people. Which was, I have to say, people, a lot of the guys that saw the Mac table for the first time, and they thoroughly enjoyed it because they're like, I forget who said it. I believe Andrew Rivers said there's more room to play, and
Yeah,
that's exactly the term everybody says, more room to play. The bigger your arm, the longer your arm, you're actually going to have an advantage, I think.
absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a night. I'm tired. We've been at it for a little over an hour and a half. I'm grateful for each and every person who's tuned in and watched. Tune in for next week. We have a special guest joining us. We got to meet a couple of the competitors that are going to be other competitors that will be on the card as well. And yeah, stay tuned for more big things to come from Long Island.
And Thursday, Pay attention. We'll probably do some live streaming on some of on somebody's live stream. We'll do live stream the antics that will be going on with the beast mode, the shot callers, the pit crew. You know, we're going to be truly collaborating and pulling together, so to speak, on Thursday. So
that's going to be a hell of a experience. Looking forward to it. See you on Thursday, everybody.
Gentlemen, have a good night. See you Thursday, and pull hard.